This is April 8th, 2018, Sunday. This is my greenhouse update. Point out what's going on here. The lemon thyme, my pitcher plant, is about to bloom. I've got a little experiment here of side oats in 3 different kinds of soil. Some snapdragons coming up. Comfrey, this is interesting. These I planted last fall. They leafed up, they looked nice like this, and then they died back and they're leafing up again. The interesting thing is these I grew from seed this spring, so I'm surprised how much better those are doing. Some landsleaf coreopsis, dianthus not up yet. So cuttings, sedum that are taking root, the phlox, which is really taking off, so I'm assuming it's rooted. My tomato seedlings that need to be transplanted. The native seeds didn't do as well as I'd hoped starting in the greenhouse, so I've got a lot of empty cells. I don't think I'd do that again. I'll have to start them outside. But what's doing the best is the showy milkweed, and then I have a few common milkweed as well. Let's see, these are prairie aster cannas. I purchased this. This is lemon balm. Enchanter's nightshade, collected seed, wild, native plant. Also woodland sunflower, collected wild, native plant. And also Canada wild rye. Some annuals back here that I had to reseed. Some of them, you can see there's just some stuff now coming up, which is the Phacelia, the bee plant, some jasmine tobacco, flowering tobacco. In this cell I have, let's see, what is this one? Gray-headed coneflower. And I have some strawberries from bare root, a clematis. Those are yarrow, kind of hit or miss coming up. It was old seed. Echinacea, purple coneflower. More strawberries. Here's some native seeds that haven't come up yet, but I planted those late. And milkweeds in toilet paper tubes, hoping that reduces transplant shock. This is my Macintosh seed apple tree experiment. I had 8 seeds, all 8 germinated. And then going up here, some purchase plants, oregano, mint. I've got some kiwi plants, cat mint, some dwarf iris that just came in the mail, bare root. And coming down, some natives coming up. Mountain mint coming up, alpine strawberries, some things that haven't germinated yet. I'm still hoping they will. Frilly mustard. This is catnip and ironweed. More bare root strawberries. Hostas, bare root, and I have something to say about those in a minute. These are lemon bee balm plants. So, I bought bare root bags of plants at Walmart, and all of the bags said this type of hosta, and as you can see, most of them are not, so I have more that are not than are. I also bought some cannas, and those don't seem to be coming true to type either, what the labels suggested. So, I guess when you're buying those, you shouldn't expect to get what's on the picture. Up here, stinging nettles, some parsley, chamomile, sage, got some mixed greens coming up here. Larkspur, cornflower, and down here a bunch of starts, zinnias, my pepper plants, which look really sad, but I think they'll come out of it. Some more zinnias, different variety of things in here, including some lovage in the back there. The chard is doing really well. It's ready to go out, but the weather is not ready for it. And down here, just again, some mixed stuff. Spring greens. These are bleeding hearts. Also purchased bare root. They're doing really well, so I'm ready to, as soon as the weather breaks a little bit, I'm going to transplant those out. Some bare root raspberries that I kind of got started in here. There's also a grapevine. This side is seeming to do better with the just mix of spring greens. And that's pretty much it. One thing I didn't plan on doing is adding a heat source. We had an unseasonably cold winter followed by an unseasonably cool spring. Like it's still getting down into the 20s. So I did add that just so I could start or move my garden, my summer spring garden stuff out. You know, particularly like tomatoes or the zinnias or whatever that weren't going to do well. That heat, I do have it set pretty low, so at night it's just keeping it in the 40s or 50s. I don't have it jacked up, and it still gets, even in the 40s on a sunny day, it gets super hot in here, and I have to open the window. That clamp, by the way, is to keep it closed and to keep it open, so it just doesn't do what it's supposed to do on its own. And I have to open the door on those sunny days, even in the 40s. And I also added a fan because, well, for multiple reasons, but it's either too hot or it's too wet in here, and the fan keeps the air circulated and reduces damping off. So that's my April update in the greenhouse.